Hi guys, welcome back to my IGTV. I hope you are doing good. So lately I've been receiving so many messages regarding cabin crew, regarding aviation. I hope you'll understand. I cannot message each one of you, but I'm trying my level best to reply most of you. Here in this particular video, we're going to talk about aviation. We're going to talk about cabin crew. Now the first question is how to be a cabin crew. To be a cabin crew, all you have to do is Google career website, go to the page, get the important information like venue of the interview, timing of the interview, documents required for the interview. You're good to go. Go for the interview, clear the interview, go for the training, clear the training. Voila, you're a cabin crew now. Okay, now that's what I did. But let's be realistic now. To be a cabin crew, there are certain factors that you have to keep in mind. First one is personality. Now, when we talk about personality, nobody would want to talk to you if you are rude enough, like if you are not pleasing, if you don't have a pleasing personality. Just imagine, why would anybody hire you if you don't have a nice personality? Make sure you have a pleasing one or a pleasant one. Make sure you present the best version of yourself. That is the most important thing, that you present the best version of yourself. You don't have to change for anybody, but yes, if you are arrogant enough, make sure you change that. Of course, nobody would want to hire an arrogant person. So next one is communication skills. When we talk about communication skills with regards to aviation or with regards to cabin crew, guys, it is a key factor here. Every day, every single day, if you're a cabin crew, you will be interacting with loads of passengers. Don't you think if your communication skills are not good enough, it would be a barrier for you? I think so. Nobody would hire you if you're not good in communication skills. So make sure you're fluent in English and Hindi. If you know a third language, it's a plus point for you, but make sure you are good in communication skills. Okay, so now next one is grooming. Girls out there, make sure you know how to do basic makeup. When I went for my interview, I didn't do much makeup. I just applied a lipstick and I was good to go, which is not fine. Guys, trust me, this is not fine. Aviation is a glamorous world, that's what people say. It's not completely true, but somewhere it is. In order to be presentable, in order to look good, you are supposed to apply some makeup, and make sure, girls, you do so at least during your interview. Make sure you're applying compact, make sure you're applying foundation, make sure you're applying a nice lipstick and blush. Make sure you do these things, because I remember I didn't do this. I'm not sharing my experience here, but I'm just letting you know that this is actually important. And for guys out there, just groom yourself. I don't know much about you, but yeah, you're not supposed to have a beard. You're not supposed to, go with a beard. So make sure you don't do that. Just be presentable, be well groomed, and you're good to go for the interview. Last one is swimming. Now, swimming is considered to be important only in international airlines, not in domestic airlines. But yes, if you're planning for international airlines, make sure you know how to swim, or go get some lessons for swimming classes. I'm done. Okay, now the next question is how to improve communication skills. I've been receiving this one a lot, that how do we improve our communication skills, how to improve English language. I know when we talk about communication skills, it's mostly about English. Like generally people consider communication skills as English, specifically English. So make sure you are reading books, make sure you are reading newspapers. I'm not a newspaper person. I don't know, I'm unable to read newspapers much. I don't like doing it. But if you can do so, make sure you do it. It's very good for you. Make sure you read books. Make sure you are watching Hollywood or English movies. First, watch them with subtitles. After that, you can prefer not to watch them with subtitles. It's totally up to you. But just make sure you are, in contact with such language which you want to learn. Next one is make sure you're talking to random people. I know all the friends that you have, they might not be comfortable in speaking in English with you just because you want to improve your communication skills, right? So make sure you are talking to random people. This way, you're not a burden to your friends, and you're getting to know different people at a time. This one is amazing. If you talk to random people, trust me, it will give you an amazing experience. At least this is what I get from talking to random people, and I love doing that. Alright, now next up is, can I be a cabin crew if I'm short or if I'm not tall enough? Yes, you can be a cabin crew if you're not tall enough. But guys, do remember 155 centimeter is the minimum height for a cabin crew in domestic airlines. Now there are times when you're not 155 centimeter. still you ask this question, can I be a cabin crew? I'd suggest go for the interview. It won't cost you any penny, right? Go ahead, give an interview. You might get selected. You never know. I have seen many cabin crew who are short, who are not that tall enough. Now, I don't know whether they are 155 centimeters or less because I can't go and ask them, hey, how tall are you? What's your height? No, right? So, go ahead, give the interview. You might gain some knowledge. And what if you get selected? You never know. At least try. You will definitely gain something from that experience, right? Make sure you prepare yourself for the interview. Rest, whether you get selected or not, it's up to the destiny, I would say. So make sure you are prepared from your side. You have to do your part of work, and then it's up to the interviewers whether they want to hire you or not. Alright guys, if you have any more questions, you can leave them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer them, and do let me know whether the video was helpful to you, whether it was satisfying or not. And I guess I'll see you in the next video then. Bye.